Consider the security of a 14th floor apartment. Outside your window, there is nothing but an empty river skyline, no neighboring high-rises, nothing to block the view. Then the temperature inside the room drops like someone left a freezer door open. You check the clock. It reads exactly 2:17 a.m. You look out the window. Less than a few feet away, a brutalist structure of gray concrete materializes from the fog. It stands so close you could reach out and touch the wall. The fear doesn't come from the concrete itself. It comes from the fact that you're 14 stories up, and there is no ground between your window and theirs. This building shouldn't have a foundation to stand on. Across the narrow gap, a sickly, dim yellow light bleeds from the windows of this new structure. Inside those illuminated rooms, the occupants are perfectly still. A woman stands frozen in a kitchen, gripping a knife. A child sits on the floor, staring directly outward into the dark. Nobody blinks. Then, in perfect synchronization, every single light in the opposing building shuts off. In the absolute darkness, something massive slithers between the floors. The shape is far too large to fit inside standard hallways. These aren't living spaces. They are frames. Every window is designed to keep your eyes fixed on the people inside, while the shadow moves behind them. The power flickers back on, and all the opposite apartments are empty, except one. In that single lit window stands an exact replica of you, paralyzed by the same terror. The replica slowly raises a finger to its lips. Behind it, an impossibly tall shadow begins crawling down the apartment hallway. The double mouths a clear warning. The entity crawling toward it actively hunts by listening through the glass panes. Instantly, heavy condensation fogs the glass separating your apartment from the night air. But the condensation is building on the outside. A massive, elongated, non-human handprint presses into the exterior frost. The entity is testing the glass. You can feel the cold air bleeding through the pane, as if the wall has become as thin and fragile as a lung. Your phone buzzes with a text from an unknown number. The message contains a direct command: do not let the entities see you awake. A second message arrives containing a photograph. It shows you standing by your window, captured from the exact vantage point of the impossible building. In the background of the image, a tall black shadow is already standing inside your own apartment hallway. The next digital command warns you not to turn around. Instantly, the ambient lighting in your room violently shifts to red. Slow, heavy footsteps approach from behind and stop directly beside your ear. There is no shattered glass, no broken lock. The moment you looked out, the distance between that building and your own hallway simply ceased to exist. Outside, the concrete structure changes. It multiplies upward into the night sky, transforming from gray architecture into an endless expanse of living, breathing organic tissue. The rectangular frames do not slide open like standard glass panes. They peel back smoothly, functioning exactly like biological eyelids, exposing the dark rooms within. Thousands of victims are trapped inside these cells. Look closely at their clothing. You will see Victorian dresses, military uniforms, and ancient robes. This organism has harvested humanity for centuries. It predates modern architecture entirely, having always used the concept of the window to find its prey. Every reflective surface inside your apartment, the bathroom mirror, the microwave door, the television screen, suddenly shatters, severing your connection to normal visual reality. Your smartphone's front-facing camera activates on its own. On the screen, your reflection looks back and slowly smiles, completely independent of your actual body. In the dark background of the screen, the shadow over your shoulder reveals its true form. It is a gigantic, highly realistic, single human eye. Your digital reflection whispers softly through the phone's speaker. The entity can now permanently see outward from your side of the glass. Looking out a window at night creates a two-way bridge. Once you perceive this cosmic predator, the boundary dissolves completely, and you become its permanent lens.